Welcome to SmartGo Academy. Today we're going to practice general science multiple choice questions. Question 91. Water and dissolved salts are conducted from roots to leaves by Option A, xylem. Option B, phloem. Option C, root hairs. Option D, stomata. The correct answer is option A. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Xylem is the vascular tissue that conducts water and dissolved salts, minerals, from roots to leaves. It forms a continuous system of tubes for upward transport. Question 92. The innermost layer of cortex in the root is Option A, cambium. Option B, endodermis. Option C, epidermis. Option D, pericycle. The correct answer is option B. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The innermost layer of the cortex in the root is the endodermis. It surrounds the vascular tissue and contains the Casparian strip, which regulates water movement. Question 93. What is required for photosynthesis in addition to light? Option A, oxygen and water. Option B, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Option C, carbon dioxide and water. Option D, nitrogen and water. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. In addition to light, photosynthesis requires carbon dioxide and water. These are the raw materials that combine to produce glucose and oxygen. Question 94. Oxygen and blank are the products of photosynthesis. Option A, carbon dioxide. Option B, chlorophyll. Option C, water. Option D, glucose. The correct answer is option D. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Oxygen and glucose are the products of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide and water are the reactants that combine to produce these products. Question 95. The products of respiration are carbon dioxide and Option A, water. Option B, mitochondria. Option C, chloroplast. Option D, oxygen. The correct answer is option A. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The products of respiration are carbon dioxide and water. Glucose and oxygen are the reactants that combine to produce these products. Question 96. The loss of water from aerial parts of plants is called. Option A, evaporation. Option B, transpiration. Option C, photosynthesis. Option D, respiration. The correct answer is option B. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Transpiration is the loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of plants, especially through stomata in leaves. Question 97. Chlorophyll is present in. Option A, lower epidermis. Option B, endodermis. Option C, mesophyll cells. Option D, upper epidermis. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Chlorophyll is present in mesophyll cells of leaves. These cells contain chloroplasts and are specialized for photosynthesis. Question 98. The mineral required in the formation of chlorophyll is. Option A, iodine. Option B, phosphorus. Option C, iron. Option D, magnesium. The correct answer is option D. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Magnesium is the mineral required in the formation of chlorophyll. It is a central atom in the chlorophyll molecule and essential for photosynthesis. Question 99. The force between molecules of water is called. Option A, cohesive force. Option B, adhesive force. Option C, repulsive force. Option D, magnetic force. The correct answer is option A. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The force between molecules of water is called cohesive force. It holds water molecules together and is responsible for surface tension and capillary action. Question 100. The rate of transpiration decreases with the increase of. Option A, temperature. Option B, humidity in air. Option C, wind speed. Option D, light intensity. The correct answer is option B. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The rate of transpiration decreases with the increase of humidity in air. When air is more humid, the diffusion gradient for water vapor is reduced. Question 101. The primary root grows from the. Option A, cotyledon. Option B, plumule. Option C, radicle. Option D, endosperm. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The primary root grows from the radicle. It is the embryonic root that develops into the tap root system in dicot plants. Question 102. Root hairs are outgrowths of. Option A. Cortex cells. Option B. Xylem cells. Option C. Epidermal cells. Option D. Phloem cells. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Root hairs are outgrowths of epidermal cells. They increase the surface area for absorption of water and minerals from the soil. Question 103. The function of root cap is to. Option A. Protect the root tip. Option B. Transport food. Option C. Make food. Option D. Absorb water. The correct answer is option A. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The function of root cap is to protect the root tip. It covers the delicate meristematic tissue and prevents damage as the root grows through soil. Question 104. Xylem tissue consists of. Option A. Sieve tubes. Option B. Dead cells. Option C. Companion cells. Option D. Living cells. The correct answer is option B. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Xylem tissue consists of dead cells, vessel elements and tracheids, joined end to end. These cells are dead at maturity, allowing efficient water transport. Question 105. The word equation for photosynthesis is. Option A. Glucose plus oxygen, right pointing arrow, carbon dioxide plus water. Option B. Glucose plus water, right pointing arrow, carbon dioxide plus oxygen. Option C. Carbon dioxide plus water, right pointing arrow, glucose plus oxygen. Option D. Carbon dioxide plus oxygen, right pointing arrow, glucose plus water. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The word equation for photosynthesis is. Carbon dioxide plus water, right pointing arrow, glucose plus oxygen. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Congratulations! You have completed all 15 general science questions. Great job!